Hi guys, and welcome to my video. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the page. So far, how's January treating you? So in today's video, we are going to talk about some of the guidelines that you may want to use in saving. I know some of the things that I'm going to talk about here are not going to work for everyone, but it's pretty much straightforward, simple, and if it worked for me, I'm sure if you tried, it could work out for you. I'm pretty sure, maybe it's something that has crossed your mind before and you want to save, right? So we are going to talk about, some different reasons why you want to save. So I've got something in here written because this is just some things that I don't want to miss out. So I am going to stick to the notes. Well, not really like looking at the notes all the time, but it's here in case I forget. It's right in the book. So what do you want to save for? So there's different kinds of savings, right? There's long-term savings, things that you want to, some money that you want to save for emergencies, and then like sometimes you just want to save for something that you want to purchase, some household stuff. It could be a TV, a new TV, or a new fridge, or a new stove. You just want to, to change up things up and all that. So this is the video for you. I'm pretty sure some of you have already started saving, because as we go towards the end of the year, which was last month, you may have had this idea that you want to save up, for a vacation, for a purchase, big or small. And so I'm pretty sure some of you have started saving already. But if you haven't, it's never too late. You can start saving at any time along the way, like in the year. I know some of you like to start saving right at the beginning of January. Like 1st of January, you want to save and all that. But then if you didn't do it, right, it's never too late. You can still start saving. You can even start like whenever you're ready. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to go through some of the things that you want to do before you start saving. So number one, establish what you want to save for, big or small. Maybe you want to purchase land, a piece of land. Maybe you want to purchase a new car. Maybe you want to purchase a TV. Maybe you want to go for vacation at the end of the year. And so when you do that, when you establish what it is that you are saving for, I really think that actually helps you to focus on what you want to, to save, on how much you want to save, because you connect your savings to your vision, your thought. You see what I mean? Yeah. So when you establish what it is that you're saving for, it like you envision in your head, like, oh, I want to do this and that. And for example, if you are purchasing a car or a TV, or you want to go for a vacation, you know that because it's right here in your head, and you are thinking, you are envisioning, like, okay, so when I purchase the TV, it's gonna stay there, or it's gonna sit there, or it's gonna be, that kind of thing. So you want to put the vision in your head so that it helps you to be excited even when you're saving. Yeah, so that's number one, establishing what it is that you want to save for. Number two, you want to find out how much that thing that you are trying to save for would cost. All right. If it's a car that you want to purchase, you want to establish how much you would like to spend on a car, on a piece of land. It has to be in your head, like you want to spend this much on this purchase, you want to spend this much on your vacation, you want to spend this much on your new TV, you want to spend this much on your new fridge, right? So you have to establish what it is that you want to purchase. If you establish what it is that you want to get, you want to know how much you would like to spend. Of course, by looking at your income, by looking at your budget. Because it doesn't make sense if you overshoot your budget, right? So you have to put like whatever you want within your means, within your reach. So once you find out that, then you look at your income, right? Because from your income, how much how much you spend in a month in the household. So once you know how much you spend, that is when you are going to say, this is how much I can spare for savings. So once you find out how much you spend, that is when you put how much you are going to save. Now, keep in mind that when you're making the amount you are going to save, you also have to look at your source of income. Some of the people, they are entrepreneurs. Some of the people, they have a 9-to-5 job, which means they have a regular income, a steady income that is coming in. However, if you are an entrepreneur, it means that your income may fluctuate. So because not every month is the same. So again, this is something that you have to decide, right? So you may, whatever you want to spend on savings, right? And then number 4 is you want to discipline yourself. Number 4, you have to establish how you are going to administer that saving, right? So there's different types of means of saving. Yeah, means of savings. So it could be like a bank. It could be some social group, some saving groups. It could be, piggy bank. It could be, yeah. So if you decide to do piggy bank, that is totally fine. But what you want to keep in mind is that how many are you in your household? The people in your household supportive of whatever you are, like how are the people that, I'm not saying you are going to announce to everybody like, okay, check me out. Now I am saving and there's my piggy bank and yeah. I'm pretty sure you are not going to announce, but just in case you are married, it means that you have somebody in your bedroom. And so you have to establish if your partner is in support of your endeavor. You are trying to save, and then how are they with money? So that's one thing that you have to put at the back of your mind. Like, will they see your piggy bank? If they see it by, telling them, or they just stumble on it, would they be tempted to open that piggy bank and just because by nature, that's their character, they don't do too well with money. So that's one thing that you need to keep in mind. Okay, so in case you have, that kind of a person in your household, you don't want to, do like a piggy bank. Perhaps you can opt to have a bank account, like a fixed account, or to join, those saving groups. Yeah. So that's one thing that you want to think about. The means that you are going to save that money, and then also establish how long. Yeah, so that's number 5. You want to establish how long you want to save, because some do it for 6 months, some do it for 1 year. So how long are you going to save that money? And because you've obviously established how much you want to save, and then you know how much that thing that you're saving for costs. And yeah, so it's from there where you're going to establish, right, how long you want to save. Okay, so number 6, you want to be disciplined. What do I mean by that? Okay, let's just say life happens to everyone. Everyone on earth, life happens. Now, what kind of a person are you? Are you that kind of person that just looks at everything as an emergency? So you have to separate this one. Like, does it really look like an emergency? Because most of the time, the things that we look at as emergencies, they are not actually emergency. Don't get me wrong, they're emergencies. There are some emergencies in the world. I agree with that. But then you look at some things, is it really an emergency? Or like, can it do without taking out my savings? So that is one thing that you need to realize. And then I guess number 6.5 or 7 or whatever is related to what I've talked about. You have to normalize to be a villain. What do I mean by that? I mean, there is some people, do you know that problems have got eyes? They do have eyes. Oh my goodness. They can tell, like, if you have money, they just, yeah. They love to, to disturb your savings. So that's one thing that you need to educate yourself, and not to accept any problem, any emergency that arises that is not so emergency, that kind of thing. So use your judgment. If you think that this particular problem can do without you going and breaking your bank and breaking your piggy bank, breaking your or whatever, then do that. Just excuse yourself, like, okay, I'm so sorry, you've caught me at the wrong time. I do not have the kind of money that you're asking for, so let me pass. I will help you next time. All right. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to say that, because you are just being honest. That saving is for you to use for future use. Okay? But then if it was like really, like life and death kind of thing, then I'm pretty sure you may want to reconsider, such that, yeah, because life happens. But then if it's not a matter of life and death, why not? You can excuse yourself and just, don't break your bank. Okay, don't break your piggy bank. Don't break your, the promise to yourself, because you owe yourself that promise, that savings, that's what you want to do. All right, that is one of the things that you resolve to do, and so do it. Yeah, so that is some of the things that have really helped me. I have been doing these saving groups for, I think, since 2020, and I must say that it has worked out for me. It has worked out well for me, and then I'm happy about that. So yeah, because I know that it really helps. I am in in this savings group. So if you choose to go with a savings group, you need to establish one that is, that has a track record, which is like really good. For example, like I have been in this group since 2020, like I said, and I think that every now and then there's some defaults here and there, but not a regular thing. And then they've got a system where they collect whatever. Like if you default and then it looks like you are unable to pay the loan, there is a way, they have a way where they can recover the money for the group. So establish those groups, yeah, because there is just some groups, some groups out there that, like there's just so much defaults, and you don't want to do that. Again, you don't want to go in this group where you save some money. You are trying to save some money, right? And then you end up losing even the money that you try to save. Therefore, establish a group which has a track record. And yeah, so that just thought I would share with you. And like I said, if you haven't started saving already, it's never too late. You can start at whatever time along the way. It doesn't have to be like right on the nose. It's 1st of January, and then you're like, oh, okay, so if I don't save today, then I'm late, blah, blah. No, you can start saving like whatever, whenever you feel like you are ready, because you have to be ready. You don't want to stretch like too stretched. You start when you are ready. Okay? All right. I really hope that this was helpful, so that we can save money. We can save money for the rainy day. We can save money for purchase. We can just do something. Start doing something, and you don't have to start by doing something really big. You don't really have to start by, okay, I want to save big. I want to save like, $1,000 or $5,000. No, you can start small. You can start small where you feel comfortable. You don't feel like, you are in prison. You just have to do this and that. No, you want to be comfortable. Okay? So start small, and then slowly by slowly, you will grow. All right? Hopefully this was helpful, and thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next video. Bye now.